Hello and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Anastasia and this is Gaiana.ascended. Today's topic is going to be a sudden clarity that your person has had about you. What has suddenly become clear to them? What has shifted or changed in their mind about you, in regard to their thoughts about you? And yeah, what was their aha moment, their epiphany in regard to this connection? So let's go ahead and get into the pile selection here. After a brief thank you to everyone who is here, everyone who has contributed to this channel in any way. I appreciate you so very much. So thank you so much. And as always, there are links in my description box for various products and for families in need. So please check those out. And if you're interested in a personal reading or a Reiki healing session, my email is also in the description box. So we will get into your person's overall energy, as well as what was their aha moment, what are their thoughts that are coming through now about you, what have they come to terms with about this connection. And we will get advice, messages, cards, and confirmations as usual. So for the pile selections today, for pile 1, you have this Ace of Swords card from the Light Seers Tarot, and you have this lovely pink candle. Pile 2, you have this Ace of Swords card with the beautiful parrot from the Oneness Tarot, and you have the white tea light candle. In pile 3, you have this Ace of Swords with the bow and arrow from the Wild Reflections Weispel Tarot deck. It's my favorite lately. And this minty green candle, tea light. So remember, this is a general reading, so take only the messages that resonate for you. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. It's not your message. Please don't make major life decisions based on a general YouTube tarot reading. And you may have more than one person or more than one pile. That's totally okay. Go ahead and take a moment to take a deep breath. Tune into your energy. Center yourself. Tune into your person's energy and choose whichever pile or piles you're drawn to the most. And I will see you in your reading. Hello and welcome, pile 1. If you chose the Ace of Swords card from the Light Seers Tarot and this pink tea light candle, this is going to be your reading. So we are looking at what epiphanies or recent clarity or aha moment has your person had about you in their mind, and perhaps where they're going to take this, what they're going to do about it. We'll just get into everything that Spirit tells me in regard to this epiphany or sudden clarity that your person has had. We will have the overall energy here as usual, and we'll get into the tarot for the main portion of the reading, and we'll do advice and messages cards at the end. So what do you need to release? Waning moon. So this is interesting. So we have a winter scene here with some snow. So we are moving into fall and winter. We're in fall, we're moving into winter. So if you're watching this when this was released, there could be something over this period of time where maybe you need to spend some time alone, letting go of things. You or your person may have needed to let go of a previous relationship or some sort of wounds or trauma that are holding the two of you back from being together. Perhaps another relationship could have been involved as well. We have ascetic, seeker of self-restraint, abstinence, purification, discipline. So you or your person could be very disciplined, very spiritual, someone who's celibate currently or is just in a process of disciplining themselves. So yeah, it does feel like, I mean, with the overall energy here, it can be you or your person or both of you. It's just sort of a snapshot of the connection. So there could have been a lot of time apart or just introspective time here on both of your parts. We have influences, attachments, third parties, peers. So this is giving me the energy that there was something interfering here, and that's what's being let go of, or that's something that you or your person are realizing that you need to let go of. We have summer, timing card, activity, goals, progress, life force energy, new patterns. So the summer could be an important time in this connection. Yeah, so there's something about taking the time away from external distractions to focus on moving forward with your life goals, regaining your energy, your strength, creating new patterns. We have twin flames coming out, so you could identify as a twin flame. Yin yang and balance, union and duality, complement and polar opposite. So yeah, summer and winter are opposite seasons too, so you both could be very opposite people. Somebody could be very outgoing, kind of warm, kind of bright, and the other one could be kind of introspective, more introverted, and you don't have to be though, but there's something about opposites attract and a very deep soul connection coming through here. We are definitely not on the same page, out of sync. So at this time, for most of you, this connection is kind of in a quiet period where the two of you aren't necessarily seeing things eye to eye or on the same page. So there is, I feel, a silence for most of you. This is a separation or a connection where, yeah, you're not really getting along. You know, there's sort of a friction here. And then we have a romantic partner. So for most of you, this is someone that you've had a romantic relationship with at some point. Or there is someone else, yeah. Some of you could be in another relationship, or your person could be in another relationship. And we'll get into the tarot to see if that's what they're having this aha moment about, this sudden clarity. So let's get into your reading. Pile 1. Spirit, what is Pile 1's person having this sudden clarity about? What is this aha moment that they're having about my Pile 1s, please? Okay, Spirit, what is this aha moment and sudden clarity that Pile 1's person is having about them, please? 4 of Wands. Okay, so your person could actually be realizing, maybe some of them are coming to terms, if you've talked to them, if you identify with this twin flame journey and you have spoken this to your person, they could be coming to this realization that this is something that is true. I think that they are coming to the awareness of the depth of the passion here, that the two of you are. I feel like there's something about coming into alignment here. So they're starting to see that there is something here. There is something spiritual. There's some sort of fire. There's some sort of fire that's not going out here. Let's see what else. What are they having this aha or sudden clarity about? My Pile 1s, please. What is this aha moment or sudden clarity? 5 of Wands. That they want to fight for this. Yeah, that something external may have pulled the two of you apart. Okay, let's see. What is this sudden clarity about, please? Yeah. That they really want to go after this with you. You could be dealing with a Leo here. You don't have to be. What is this sudden clarity or aha moment about my Pile 1s? Page of Pentacles. That they want to offer you something. Okay, let's get all the cards out so I can look at the whole message here. The 7 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands. Okay, so look at all these wands. Okay, so first of all, they are coming to terms with the fact that they are extremely passionately attracted to you, that something pulled the two of you apart, and that this external attachment or third party, which can be any number of things, not just a relationship, but for some of you it was another romantic partner, they're having this aha moment within themselves around needing to apologize or offer you something. Even though the two of you are so dynamically different, there's something very aligned here. And I think that they are understanding why maybe some of you may have blocked this person or cut this person off, or you're very hesitant. It's like you've withdrawn your energy from this person. And they're coming through and saying, I understand why you withdrew your energy from me. I understand why there was so much conflict. I'm realizing now that I do feel like this is your person coming to terms with the fact that they need to purify their energy. This could have been a situationship, or there could have been some sort of dishonesty around intimacy here. Some third party here that, left you out in the cold, left them out in the cold. So they want to offer you a new beginning. So the sudden clarity that this person has had about you is that they were acting in a toxic behavior, and some of them are receiving divine justice. Like on their end, they're receiving a lot of hardship, difficulty. Maybe things are turning against them. They're feeling like life is turning against them. That they were being led by their lower nature in this connection. That they had things that they needed to change about their behavior. Okay? That they needed to develop a new pattern, a different way of approaching love, relationships. We have Libra energy here with justice. We have Capricorn with the devil. With the magician, we have Aries energy. So they are having this clarity that they want to offer you something in an honest energy right now, but they are in this state a bit of confusion still. This is someone that has, they've come to this place where they know you're what they want. They know that they have to abstain from this behavior that pulled the two of you apart. They know that they want to offer you something, and they want to start over and communicate about this, and that they owe you some sort of reparations for whatever they caused here. They understand why you might be suspicious of them. I think they realize how they've hurt you. That maybe they treated you unfairly, okay, unjustly. And so there's some sort of massive transformation here. They want another chance. So the main aha moment or epiphany this person's had is that there's something about you. Look at this. They know that they need to let go of a pattern of behavior where they avoid accountability, where they go after things from their lower nature, that they have some sort of unhealthy habit. Some of you with abstinence, it could be an addiction here with the devil, and that they need to clean that up in their lives. They need to clear that up and clean that up. Yeah, again, they owe you an apology here, and they need to have a clear and honest conversation with you about how they feel. This person does have mutual feelings for you. If you have feelings for them, they are mutual. And they also know that it's possible that you will never accept their apology or let them back in, and that they may have to accept that this is over if they don't take action soon. Yeah, and some of you are very focused on yourself right now. Some of you could even be in another relationship. But they want to be someone who can show up with accountability, reliability. They need to open their heart. They need to speak the truth. They need to honor you. If this person puts you in a compromising position of any sort, they need to acquire the tools. Came through my last video too. Finding the tools to overcome this sort of behavior. Some of them just really don't know how to make healthy choices in relationships. And so it's like they're going within. This person is going within and doing some soul searching here. And as they're doing this soul searching, they're realizing your value. They're finding that there are feelings here that perhaps they were too afraid to embrace, that they have been somewhat avoidant, and their indecisiveness about you. Yeah, they're coming, yeah, this is a huge epiphany with Judgment, and we have the King and Queen of Wands and the Two of Swords here. So they're coming out of this place of being blocked, of not seeing the truth of who you are. Ace of Wands. Yeah. So there's, after a period of pain, this is somebody who realizes that they hurt you and they want a chance to try again with you, to be more reliable. The passion, it never goes away. You're just constantly cycling through this person's mind. And they know that they need to come and make this up to you. So let's find out anything else that this person has had sudden clarity about here. What have they had sudden clarity about? Let's clarify these. Yeah. That you are a very loyal person, that they have to be reliable. Again, that's coming through. It's something about feeling like no matter what they do, where they go, that a part of them is always thinking of you. So if they push this away, it's like you're still in the back of their mind, and they're starting to understand how they need to be loyal. And also, I feel like you were very loyal, very trusting. You believed in this person. You believed in whatever they said or did. And there is some feeling of them not showing up in the way that they gave you the impression that they could. Okay, what is their sudden clarity or aha moment about here? Memories. Yeah. If there were fights, conflict, challenges in this connection, other things, it could even be finances, it could be long distance. There are many outside influences that can affect this. Some of you is definitely going to be a romantic partner, or an inability to commit to this, someone running away from the commitment aspect. Yeah, this is someone who can't get you off their mind, and they're kind of having an internal battle. There's something about conflicting passion here. And some of you like used to take walks in nature, something like that. So especially if this person chose someone else or chose their independence here, it's not really going well for them. They're feeling very alone, very isolated, and they're realizing perhaps that they have been put into this position in order to learn these lessons. This is like Hermit energy, and the Hermit card, Virgo energy coming through with Hermit energy. But the Hermit card is about really doing deep soul searching. But a lot of times life kind of pushes you into that. And it's a long period of time. So some of you have been separated from this person for a long period of time, or they're just going into that phase now. It's almost like, yeah, your person is having this realization that they need to heal, that they need to guard themselves, protect this connection. What are their epiphanies or sudden realizations, sudden clarity about this connection, please, Spirit? Time. That you're waiting for them to get their ish together. Some of you are you're waiting for them. They realize that there's only a matter of time here. Time. It's only a matter of time that they could lose you. I'm hearing like seize the day, carpe diem. Oh my gosh, Dead Poet Society is coming through. Oh, Robin Williams, love him so much. I'm hearing that some of you may mask your pain with humor. It's coming through, just kind of a signifier there. A lot of comedians, maybe you're really funny, maybe you deflect with humor, this person did something about not deflecting pain. And also, yeah, they need to devote more time, more energy to making this work, or that they didn't devote enough time or energy to making this work. Yeah, consequences. They are getting consequences for whatever their actions were with you. This person is absolutely getting their karma with the Justice card and Karma coming out. They do feel indebted to you. Yeah, there's something about not being able to escape this and not wanting to give up, standing their ground here. That they either should have stood their ground, or that by being so guarded, being unwilling to open up to this, they sabotaged this. Yeah, okay. What is their sudden clarity, please? Their aha moment for my pal ones. Boundaries, yeah. For most of you, you set up boundaries with this person and they understand why, okay? They really do. They've had this clarity. They understand why. They know that they needed to fight for this, that they allowed other things to come between you, that they didn't let go of either a person, place, or thing that was blocking this connection, that they had unhealthy habits, that they can't stop thinking about you, that they miss you, that they don't want to give up on you, that they want to try again. Yeah. And that they're not going to get away. They can't escape this. That you were a type of, a very big lesson for them. Right? Yeah, some of them were chasing thrills or a good time instead of really seeing the value in this connection with you. But they also realize that they feel ecstatic with you, and that there's something about thinking that that's all that this was for some of you. They didn't value this. So they had to lose you in order to see your value, your worth. Okay, anything else about this person's sudden epiphany, clarity, aha moment? Whoa, whoa. Those were very sudden. All is at your fingertips, number 32. What has been created by one can be had by all. So maybe they realize that they have to make this happen. Like they actually have to take the reins, I'm hearing. Like all is at your fingertips. Like you were, I'm hearing like you slipped through their fingers too. They feel foolish for letting this slip through their fingers, and they're now realizing like something about you also, them being really concerned about other people having you. And how maybe you were created for them. Something about you being created for them. You were meant for them. And then we have number 34, let love be your guide. Live a life from love, guided by love. So maybe they didn't listen to their heart. This is someone who may have a blocked heart chakra here. And they weren't listening to their heart. Yeah, and they're ruminating. This person's very much, past emotion lives in you. You're expressing more, it is releasing. Yeah, this is someone who needed to let go of some sort of heartbreak or pain from another connection, or to let go of something that happened between the two of you. Number 23, these could be ages, 32, 23, 34. The 23rd could be an important date. Yeah, that they can't get over you. And walk your own journey. It is essential to stay on your own path, 30. So they know that it's like maybe they went off with someone else, or they listened to family or friends or something. And now they do have to walk this path alone. I'm hearing a Green Day song. What is that? It's trying to come through, you guys. It won't come through. I can just barely hear it, but I don't want to sit here and try to figure it out and stall your reading. So if you can put that in the comments, something about, oh, it's a Green Day song. Something about walking this path alone. Anyways, they know that they need to be alone for a while and heal. So this is someone who realizes that they have acted out of passion or impulse or unhealthy behaviors, and they lost you because of it, and they need to let go of either a person, place, or thing, and that this connection is like an eternal bond. They recognize that they have to come into alignment with you. They recognize your value, your loyalty, that you're not going to tolerate anything less than genuine love, and someone who is like spiritually aware, like self-aware, right? Someone who maybe they drained your life force in some way. They were pulling on your energy and they're realizing that, yeah, by being attached to this negative thing, whatever it is. So yeah, that's their sudden clarity and epiphany about you, my pile one. So let's get you some advice and then we'll get messages, cards, and confirmations. Okay, what is my pile one's advice, please, Spirit? What is their advice? Divine creation. Interesting. Yeah. Number 12. So that's hangman energy, Neptunian energy. Acceptance, personal commitments, and euphoria. So there is something ecstatic and euphoric about this connection between the two of you. And there's something about seeing yourself in that light. There's also something around shame, around body shame, and something around like self-flagellation or self-inflicted suffering. So there's something about both of you mirroring and needing to release this past suffering or this past heartbreak, either between one another or from someone else. And to accept things as they are and to accept yourself. And belly dancing could be significant here, or Egypt. Isis energy coming through here. That you are a divine creation and that you can call on the divine. This is somewhat a message that for you to realize that you can have what you desire, but it has to do with following through with your personal commitments and accepting things the way they are. And maybe the two of you mirror these behaviors about chasing thrills or excitement. A lot of times people can get very attached to a divine counterpart journey because it feels so intense and amazing, but that is meant to activate you, for you to see that in yourself, not to put this person on a pedestal, but to feel that same energy. It's in you being reflected. This beauty, this euphoria, this ecstasy, this powerful creative force. It's within you. And so embracing your creative self, your creative nature, and following through on your commitments to your goals, to your dreams. Okay? Well-being, number 36. Self-preservation, spirit to service, or service to spirit and youthful experience. So there's something about healing your inner child, being of service to others. Pink roses could be important. Pink could be very important today in this reading. Someone could be 36. Something could have happened around 12 years old too, puberty. There could be some trauma that's coming through here that needs some healing. Yeah, with this kind of journey, if you are on a counterpart journey or you just feel like this is a deep soul level connection, or there's a lot of mirroring of trauma, this is about bringing your gifts out into the world and being of service to humanity and to spirit, to the divine. So something about taking good care of yourself, preserving your energy, right? And not letting yourself get like, I'm hearing like, don't let your thinking become stale. Like, have a beginner's mind. Remain like youthful in your perceptions. Don't get rigid or set in your ways. Yeah, and some of you may be a channel or an oracle. And yeah, there's something about both of you having your spiritual gifts activated here. Number 17, that's a number of divine masculine. It's also a number of the star, healing, deja vu here. So you could be repeating a cycle with this person. And it's time to, I'm hearing, to get off the karmic wheel. Yeah. So by taking good care of yourself, being of service to spirit, yeah, and taking really good care of your physical body. Okay, one more. Forgiveness. This is a bonus card. Congratulations, you've been given one of the most powerful superpowers there is, forgiveness. Imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive forgiver. The point is, you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun wielding your new power, but remember, great forgiveness comes with great inner peace. That is beautiful. So you may need to forgive this person or forgive someone from the past, forgive yourself. Okay? And that is a personal journey, so take that with a grain of salt. It's up to you when you are, or if you are ready to forgive, but it does provide inner peace, and it does help to, it breaks the karmic cycle, right? So let's get you some messages. We'll go with these for your reading today. I trusted you, so maybe this person felt like you broke their trust. This could have been, yeah, take it how it fits your situation, because there was some sort of trust broken here. But I do feel the mirroring going on here. So both of you feeling betrayed in this connection on some level. I have too much to lose. I don't know what comes next. I can be myself with you. I hide my feelings, yeah. I want you back. I do love you. And I am in a committed relationship. Some of you, your person is in a relationship and they know they have to let go of that in order to be with you. And I still feel the pain, yeah. And they need to let go of, or they're just stuck on this relationship in the past. Okay, take it how it resonates. I watch your social media. Okay, and we're going to do some of these on the plate. We're going to do confirmations, but I'm also going to give you some of the Juicy Love Messages cards, my little mini deck. We have, I lust after you and want to conquer you. I feel like that is what this person is coming to terms with, that isn't the way to approach the connection, because there is a lot of lust here, a lot of wands. So they're realizing that maybe that they have a very lustful nature, which sabotaged this. I feel like I have known you for 1,000 lifetimes. Yeah, a deep soul connection. I am so vulnerable to you. I want to hold you all night and kiss your eyelids as you fall asleep. So this person has a very gentle, soft spot for you. I feel you deep in my soul. It's loud outside today. You are so hot. This one also. My love for you fills every fiber of my being. And kiss me. This person very much wants to kiss you or misses kissing you. Okay, so let's do some confirmations here. Attributes, locations, letters, signs, synchronicities. We have outgoing. This one wants to come out sporty. Melancholy. Affectionate, outdoorsy. Whoa, that one flipped over and I don't, well, there it is. Come back. Open-minded. Okay, these two want to come out. Loud voice and poetic. Someone could do like open mic, like open mic nights, poetry slams I'm hearing. And then we have grumpy. They're realizing that they're not happy without you. Oh, physical characteristics first. So all of this doesn't have to resonate, you guys. This is just extra confirmation. We have a man bun, or they could have a beard and mustache like that. Oh, yeah, thank you, Spirit. Already confirmed. So beard, and we have mohawk. We have red hair. We have freckles and glasses. We're just gonna, whoa. We have Japan. So these can be synchronicities, ethnicities, locations that you've traveled, that you want to live, or that they live, or you could be just very into this type of, you know, the culture or their art, stuff like that. Take these how they fit you. South America, North Africa, and Alaska. We have the Middle East here. Okay, and yes, it's not time to do the angel number yet. So these numbers could be important dates, birthdays, life path numbers, other things. So we have an 8, a 4, a 5, another 8, so 8, 8, and then we have 3, 4, 5. Okay. So take those how they fit your situation. We have Cancer, we have Aquarius, we have Taurus, and we have Libra coming out. We have the third eye chakra, so there is a very intuitive connection. This situation the two of you are in could require a lot of intuitive, like, you know, knowing, because maybe you don't know a lot about what's going on with this person. The two of you are blocked or not communicating. We have 55 and 22. So we have another 5. So 555 coming through. We have 6666. So you could be seeing, yeah, and another 6. So you could be seeing a lot of 6s. This is the number of the lovers. It's also a number of like overcoming like earthly desires, evolving, and also like coming to terms with your like physical nature. It's like healing shame around being an animal, being a human. And then we have 44. Okay, so 444 also. Yeah. Okay, and just a few letters. Okay, we have 2 Y's. We have an A and a K. It's Alaska coming through again. We have an E. We have an N, a J, a D, an I, a U, an L, another D, another A. We have a $sign, so money could be an issue in this connection. We have a T, we have a P, we have another A, we have a V, TP, toilet paper, and we have an F. Okay, so there are your confirmations. And I think we're gonna do an animal card to close out your reading actually. So moth, all right. So we're just gonna do one, we're not gonna do back of deck today. So the moth, this is air sign energy. So I was gonna say Aries, so that might be significant, but Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Impulsive, hasty, and wishful. Yeah, I feel like the clarity that this person is coming to is that maybe they were impulsive, or, you know, they weren't able to ground this. So this is a confirmation, but also it's just a closure for the reading, to close out the reading, tie things together. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. Yeah, your person could have gone after something shiny and new instead of staying loyal to this connection. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, no one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. When in balance, enthusiastic and whimsical. When out of balance, idealizes others or jittery. Yeah, this person could also be consuming too much caffeine. Yeah, and there was maybe an idealization of the connection, but not anything that was able to ground here. To bring into balance, finish a project. So this isn't over. That's really what it feels like, is that this is something that isn't over between you and this person. And yeah, something about somebody being a night owl is coming through there as well. So that is your reading. I'll hold that up one more time. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel to grow. I do personals and Reiki healing sessions. You can email me for those. That's in the description box. If this didn't resonate, you can choose another pile or another video. I appreciate you spending your time with me today, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile 2. If you chose this lovely parrot on this Ace of Swords card from the Oneness Tarot and this white tea light candle, this is going to be your reading. So we will get into what sudden clarity has your person had about this connection? What aha moment have they had in regard to you and the connection? Someone could live where there are tropical birds. Someone could live on a tropical island, or someone could have a parrot. That's just very specific, but it is here on this card. So let's get into the overall energy between you and your person, and then we will get into, yeah, the tarot, and we'll get oracle cards, messages, cards, advice, all of that, confirmations, just like usual. So wow, so full moon in Aries. Someone could have an Aries moon. You or your person could be in Aries. A fiery climax approaches. Wow, so this person is feeling very passionate about you, or you and this person could be very passionate about each other. You could have had very intense intimacy. There could be a sense that something is going to change. There's going to be either, it feels like there's some butting heads here. So let's keep going and see what else comes out. We have volunteer, selfless devotion, willingness, spirit of service, duty, dedication. So you or your person could be a volunteer. Someone could have a bunny. Rabbits could be important in some way. This This is interesting because Spirit of Service was in the advice for pile 1. So that's interesting. There could be a connection there. It doesn't have to be. So you could have been very dedicated to this person, very devoted. You or your person could have been like animal, what do you call it? Like part of an animal rescue. Something about rescuing though. It's almost like there's something here about both of you really wanting to dedicate energy to this connection. We have running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. So somebody could have been ghosted here. We have abundance, windfall, gift, celebration, promotion, opportunity, successful ventures. So you may have been, yeah, there may have been something about you or your person being very generous in this connection. You could have worked with this person, whether it was volunteer or at a job. Yeah, somebody was very generous. There's something here about, yeah, it's like worth, value here coming through. Like this was a very powerful connection. Yeah, it was very intense. There's a lot of fire, but there's a lot of gentleness here. We have shock, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, transformation. Okay, well, that's what this reading is about. Sudden epiphanies, sudden news. So yeah, somebody could have had a financial upturn here all of a sudden in this connection, or a promotion. Maybe a promotion might have pulled you apart if this, you or your person had to leave for work, something like that. I think we have a pretty unique connection. I'm gonna put that there. So yeah, it is a very special connection. Whatever happened between the two of you, there's no shortage of like affection. There was some level of loyalty here. Maybe it was very shocking that someone ran away from this connection also. And then we have positive expectations. This one actually does want to go there. So it does feel like there was something here about expecting things to go really well and kind of being shocked that it didn't. Yeah, and something major is changing here for you and your person. There's something big here changing in this connection, even if the two of you aren't together. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into what is your person's sudden clarity? What aha moment have they had about you and this connection? The Spirit, pile 2's person's aha moment, their sudden clarity. Their sudden clarity and aha moment about this connection, please, with my pile 2's. What's their aha moment, please? We have Ace of Pentacles. That they want to offer you a new beginning here. They want to offer you something. Yeah. Some of them do want to give you money, pay you back for something. Or, yeah. They want something really tangible. Like this person, if they ran away, they are realizing that they want to ground this. They want an opportunity here to try again. What is their sudden epiphany? That, yeah, and that you were a gift from the divine. 6 of Cups. So they're feeling nostalgic about you. Some of them could be reminiscing, looking over pictures. If there were any like gifts, postcards, Valentine's Day presents, things like that. They're looking through if they have like a treasure box of things. If the two of you had like a long-term relationship, especially. But maybe they're even reminiscing about their family. They could, there's a black lab puppy here. You could have had a dog together. Someone could have a black lab. You don't have to. But there's something here about, yeah, reminiscing. They're having this clarity around how much they miss you. Yeah, that this goes very deep. It's very unique that they can't find this connection anywhere else. Whoa. Okay, Spirit. This person's kind of falling all over the place. So we have the Hierophant here, so Taurus energy. The 2 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Pentacles. It wanted to be in reverse, so we'll just keep that in mind. And the 3 of Swords. So, 2 of Swords. The 3 of Pentacles in reverse was giving me the feeling of this person like wasn't willing to work with you. They weren't willing to build something with you. This person was on the fence. Maybe they juggled you here. and they broke their own heart. So this person is suddenly realizing how important this is to you. They could have gone through a spiritual awakening here. They could be praying. They could be reading religious texts or books, or seeking guidance from some sort of spiritual or religious figure in their lives. Or even just like watching videos, reading books, trying to expand their consciousness. This person has very much come to terms with the fact that there is a place in their heart where only you belong, like that only you can fill, and that there may be indecisiveness or choosing a different path broke this down. Yeah. And there could have been external things, like someone could have gone through a huge, with this energy here, the lightning bolt, someone could have had a natural disaster or something that caused this to break down. Their lives could have been falling apart. You may have been very kind, very generous, very giving to them during a time when things were very difficult for them, or the two of you were kind of there holding each other up through something very difficult. And some of them are aware they broke your heart also, especially if this was like a fleeting, passionate affair for some of you. And then maybe they offered you something more serious, or they wanted to, right? But they didn't. I'm hearing like they locked you out of their life, that something maybe that they couldn't get over in the past also was interfering, that they didn't have enough to offer you. The Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy there, and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like they realized that some of them really shattered your world. They really hurt you. And that you didn't deserve that. That you were an incredibly kind and generous person, and that they haven't found other people like you out in the world. And there's a lot of the climax, sudden change, like this person with the tower, like they are starting to feel this desire to break out of this sort of indecisiveness, this blocked energy towards you. This is the Two of Swords even though it comes after the Ace of Swords in tarot, it is actually sort of if you're counting down, I don't know why, there's something about a countdown, the final countdown coming through. But this is the stage before you have that aha moment. You don't know which way to go, and sometimes you're refusing to look. You don't want to see what's behind the door, right? Well, sometimes if you wait too long, things fall apart. If you don't choose a path, everything falls apart around you. So there's two messages. Some of them had so much going on around them that they couldn't make a choice. And others of them, this broke down because they didn't make a choice, and they know they have to make a choice now. They have to come clean. They have to bring you the truth. And that there was something fated about meeting you. It does feel like, with a labyrinth, it feels like they didn't know which way to turn. They didn't know what to do. It just all seemed too much, too hard, right? And so they chose to run instead of facing this. But now they realize that they want to build with you. That you were a rock in this person's life, that you created stability for this person, and that it was their own insecurities that held them back. Yeah. And Scorpio energy and Aries with the Tower. Yeah, this person really wants to rush in and tell you how much they honor you and value you. And some of them actually want to claim you as a life partner here with Justice and the Empress. More Taurus energy, Taurus Libra strong here. Some of them want to travel to you. It just feels like this person was dealing with so much internally and or externally that it just all felt too much. So some of them may have actually been like freed from some sort of difficult situation here that was holding them back from you, if it was financial or had to do with distance. They're working on rebuilding their self-esteem here. Ace of Wands and oneness and Seven of Swords. They're hiding, Spirit of Cups, they're hiding this place that they have. They have you like tucked away in their heart, and they're hiding that from you. And they know that they need to come clean and tell you. Yeah, very much so. A big part of this is that they broke your heart. Okay. And that they miss, a lot of them really miss the conversations. They have never forgotten you here with this elephant. Yeah. Yeah, and some of them, they feel, yeah, this deep, like, spiritual connection with you. There's something very special, very bright, very beautiful about you. And some of them just feel, they feel like, I'm hearing like a dirty cheat. So some of you may have dealt with some sort of betrayal that was like a cheating thing. But I feel like this person's kind of lurking in the shadows, trying to clean up their life. And that the similar message to Pile 1 in that they realize that they owe you something. But this is somebody who, for a lot of you, you were very generous with this person. You gave them a lot. Maybe some of you like saved them in some way from some sort of hardship. And they took advantage of you and they feel very ashamed. I think some of them have had like, I'm hearing like a come to Jesus moment, or like a, you know, that's just a phrase. They don't have to be Christian, but like something like what happened between the two of you woke this person up. And they know they have to clean up their life. And that they need to come and give you something, especially to tell you that they love you. There's something about not telling you that they love you. I don't have an Ace of Cups, but that Queen of Cups is hiding behind the Seven of Swords on the back of the deck here. So it's like buried inside. And this person knows that they love you because of how nostalgic they are for you and how heartbroken they are without you. And some of them want to marry you. Okay. All right, so clarifiers here. These kind of all came out together, so I might not get clarifiers on all of them. But let's see. Anything else about this sudden clarity that Pile 2's person's having about Pile 2, please? Twin flames, okay. So they could be realizing that you two mirror each other, that there's a lot of passion, that there's mutual feelings here. It doesn't have to be a twin flame connection, but that there's, yeah, there's like a fire that won't go out with this person, with you. Okay, distance, separation, space, blockage. Yeah, they needed this. They needed this distance. That this separation was needed in order for them to really truly see this value. But the Six of Cups, they want to come back. They want to return to you. This person wants to return to you. I'm feeling like begging for forgiveness coming through here. Okay, what is the sudden realization, sudden epiphany that my Pile 2s have had about their, my Pile 2's person's had about their, oh my gosh, about Pile 2. Distracted. Yeah. Something pulled this person away from you. And it's like they weren't, I'm hearing like weren't on their deen. So now I'm getting like, so I'm getting Muslim and Christian references. So this person could have been very religious. They didn't have to be. But as far as their spiritual connection, they were in a negative place. They were distracted. They were avoiding being responsible as well. Some of them could have had a role where they needed to be a guide for others. Oh my gosh, there's a ladybug on my windowsill. What do ladybugs mean, you guys? Hang on. We're going to bring him into the video. Come here. Are you a green one, or are you a red one, or a yellow one? He's a yellow one. Hang on, you guys. We're going to, I know I'm, okay. All right, we're going to leave him alone. I'm sorry. He's scared. He doesn't want to be in the video. All right. I'm literally getting distracted by a ladybug while I'm reading the distracted card. This person may have gotten distracted by some tiny little cute things. I don't know, something about someone being so sweet that, you know, here I am and I'm like, oh, ladybug. So I really feel like this person thinks you're the sweetest. I'm just hearing like you're the sweetest person in the world. And I'm sorry, I had these other things I had to deal with. I should have treated you better. I should have honored you. I should have been able to see, there's an owl here. I should have seen the truth about this. Some of them are really worried that it's too late. Okay. Pile 2's person, what sudden realization? I'm sorry, now he's all scared. He's just sitting there frozen. I'm sorry, little buddy. Okay. Clinging. Okay, so they may be obsessing over you and spying on you, or trying to. They also may, there's something about maybe you were kind of clingy. So take this how it fits your situation. But if you were very clingy to this person while they were going through something very difficult, they couldn't deal with that. It was destabilizing for them. They needed space to deal with this. I feel like they know you're holding on, that you haven't let go. They can feel that. And some of you may be surprised to know that this person is still holding on to you. They're still like, I keep hearing like lurking in the shadows. And they're you know, hiding behind this fog, but the fog is lifting and they're gaining some sort of clarity here. Okay. Yeah, they are. I mean, that's what this video is about. Okay, what is pile 2's person's sudden clarity or epiphany, aha moment? Elusive, dishonesty, deception, trickery. Yeah, and this came out in reverse at first. They know that they know that they hurt you, that they should have been more reliable. Like you were a team player, and it feels like they caught you in their web, or it's like smoke and mirrors kind of energy. They may have even been clinging to things in the past, like clinging to things that weren't healthy for them. And that left you in the dark. They left you in the dark about a lot of things. Yeah. Maybe they had other like loyalties to other things, other plans. They could have even had another commitment. Some of you, they could have had another commitment. If that resonates for you, only take that if it resonates for you. There could have been some other commitment here that they couldn't leave. Could have been a relationship, or it could have been a job, something like that. Some of them had to choose their job over you, right? They had to, or they had to quit the job. Something like that is coming through too. And they now are aware that like they miss being able to work with you. They miss having you in their circle, having you on their side. I keep hearing like you were a team player. What? Okay. All I said was what, and we got the card. Spying again, social network information, ways. All right. This person's trying to be real sneaky here. But, so they're aware that the desire to, this person's kind of obsessed with you, and that's making them realize something. They're like, oh, why can I not stop checking up on pile 2 and what they're doing? What are they doing? Who are they helping? How are they, you know, they really want information. And if they have caught, like, there's something too here about, like, if they have realized that you're holding on and that you're still watching them in some way, they realize, especially if it's been a really long time and you're still like holding on to this, they're like, oh my gosh, I really shattered pile 2. I really hurt them. And they were so good to me. There's something about you being such an honorable person, or having such good intentions. You had such positive expectations of this. Yeah, and that they realize that, yeah, look at positive expectations. That you're hoping, that you want them to apologize. They know that you are hoping for them to come in and say they're sorry. And they're aware that they acted out of their pride, their stubbornness. Yeah. Do you want to come here? What about this card? Are you going to be stubborn little ladybug? What if you're on the blinds now? Do you want to? Okay, fine. Never mind. All right, so that's what I'm seeing. Let's get you some, oracle cards on this. Just a little bit more. Anything else that this person has come to see about this connection? There's sudden clarity. Be, feel, receive abundance. All that you desire is achievable. 40. There could have been a financial issue here, and they are aware now that they can receive abundance. I also feel like maybe you had so much to give this person, they did not feel worthy. And they do realize now that they are worthy of this. That if they truly want this with you, that if they have to overcome some sort of obstacles, that they can achieve that. Someone could be 40 years old. Number 40 on that card. Anything else that they have come to terms with? Sudden epiphany. Number 2, see with your heart. The time is now to hear the messages. Oh, that they need to listen to their heart. If you've been sending this person messages, maybe they realize that they need to finally read them, open them, listen to them. Oh, I just got really emotional. I just started to feel like I wanted to cry. Okay, I think perhaps this person's finally reading your messages or listening to them, and it has triggered something emotional in them. Okay. Number 7, trust what you need is there. With love, all can be accomplished. That they have everything that they need to make this work with you. That they need to trust in this, to trust in you. Yeah, something about that they can actually do this. That this can actually work. You are being called into service. Believe in your own guidance. Number 5. Yeah, there's something about your selflessness teaching this person how to be more selfless. Or that maybe they were too selfless with others, but not with you. It was like they were out of character with you. There's something here about giving of their heart, actually giving. Instead of holding on, locking their heart away, being distracted, chasing shiny things, being elusive, not making decisions. Something huge is shifting. I mean, this connection, I really feel like some of you are going to get contact, after a period of a lot of silence. Maybe you thought this connection was completely over, totally frozen. This person was never going to speak to you again. Okay, and it might be very shocking if this person comes in. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of pain, like you're crying in relief. You're crying in... this person might be all of a sudden facing... It's like it's all flooding back. It's all coming back to me. Celine Dion coming through. Okay, so what is your advice? And then we'll get messages, cards, and confirmations. What is my pile 2's advice, please, in this connection? Cosmic Gateway, number 8. Insecurities, connection with others, refocusing. So you may have had you two may have been mirroring insecurities. You may have had similar insecurities. You may be isolating. There's something about getting back out into the world, not isolating. Really connecting to the divine. Something about this energy of like surrendering this. Yeah. Refocus your energy. If you're feeling a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, a lot of heartbreak, if you're really attached to this person, there's something about getting back into alignment with your spiritual self, or staying in alignment with it. Look at, there's some sort of blue jay bird here. Overcoming your insecurities. Refocusing your energy on being more positive. Maybe this connection took a lot out of you, and maybe you've become sort of depressed. So there's something about like allowing those layers to fall away. And then light body, number 20. Independence brings comfort, past restrictions, ancestral healing. So know that your ancestors are with you. There's a butterfly there. There's something about needing to be independent right now from this person, but that it's actually very comforting. There's something about remaining independent while still connecting with others, not isolating, but solitude, healthy solitude in balance with spending time with others. connecting with the divine, not being too, it's like being of service is good, but being a martyr is not healthy, right? So maybe balancing that in yourself. Maybe if you have some tendencies to be a martyr, there's something about knowing that you can take care of yourself, you know, straightening your crown, getting back out there, connecting to your ancestors, learning more about your ancestors, and realizing that maybe some of this is, you know, some of these are ancestral patterns that you're healing in your ancestral line, and you're activating your light body here. So activate your light body. If you're a spiritual worker, if you're a light worker, it's time to get into some light body activations, I'm hearing. Okay, and one more from the lovely affirmators. Just one. We won't do the back of the deck on this one. Peacefulness. I have a peaceful, tranquil, and untroubled heart. This is where I choose to spend my time. I can bring guests, but any person, thought, or event that brings drama or chaos is not invited. My heart is a special property, and I'm going to keep it that way so we can all keep enjoying it and I can get my security deposit back. Some of you are going through a big move. It's not good to completely isolate ourselves from the troubles of the world, but if someone is causing you a lot of chaos, and without judgment, just, it's okay to protect your heart, okay? And try to keep the chaos and the troubles of the world outside of your sanctuary. Like, don't let them break you down, right? I have a tendency to let the troubles, I'm an empath who needs to look at her shadow side, because I let the pain of the world just destroy me, just break me to pieces. And then I feel angry at the world for not, you know, why isn't everyone helping me? Why aren't we all together here trying to save the world? The world is burning, everybody's hurting. And that comes from a place of fear. And so there's something about trusting in the divine and continuing to heal from within, because you can't take on the entire world, the suffering of the entire world. So protect your heart from that, right? And it's okay to protect your heart from that. Okay, so let's get you some messages cards. Okay, I'm feeling this one. I can't stop thinking about what we had. We both are working together in unison, even if you cannot see it yet. I want to come into alignment with you. I struggle to show you how much I truly care. Your smile is making me melt every time I see your face. I do think this person's reminiscing over you and looking at pictures of you. I've been working on my self-love and self-worth. I know one day we will find our way back to each other. I will come back towards you when the time is right. I feel this insane attraction to you. And I wanted to tell you so many times already how much I missed you. You are my light in the darkest times. Yeah, you brought a lot of light into this person's world. And we're doing Juicy Love Messages for everybody today as the second messages deck, along with confirmations. So we'll do those love messages first on the plate, and then we'll get into your confirmations. So, I want to feel the power of your love crushing my fears. And this person may have been very afraid of this connection. I fantasize about you more than you'll ever know. Yeah. I want to feel your hands all over my body. I want to hold you down and kiss you forever. This person, you may have never physically been with this person. So there could have been a distance here that made this impossible or felt like it was impossible, right? I want to feel your sweet lips on my face. Very much about like wanting to meet you in person, wanting to physically hold you, make love to you, that kind of thing. So some of you have never met in person, or they really miss this with you. I want to feel your, I want to feel your breath on my neck and the weight of your body on mine. My goodness. Yeah, they're very much thinking about doing the deed with you. About you. Whoa. I can hardly resist you, baby. I want to devour you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like fiercely. Okay. My desire for you is like a volcano ready to erupt, and I want to give you the world. All right. And on the back, we have, let's make a baby. Some of them want to have a baby with you, or they're just it's the kind of passion, like planting their seed, marking their territory kind of energy coming through. Very fiercely passionate. Oh, because I got the plate, I started getting ahead of myself with the numbers. Let's do the attributes, physical characteristics, locations, pragmatic, younger. So someone could be younger than the other one in this connection, or you could have known this person when you were younger or when they were younger. Strong, socialite, melancholy. Yeah, the Six of Cups, when someone is very nostalgic, I feel like this person may have been very melancholy, yeah, and withdrawn. They may have been hurting over something that they couldn't get over. That was a very strong message in pile 1. I do see some connections. They are different energies, but you might have messages there, some of you. Extrovert, active, and bright. Okay, physical features. We have black hair, mustache, short, hazel eyes, and brown eyes. And the locations don't have to be where you're from or where you live or where they live. These can be synchronicities. They can be cultures you're interested in. Okay. There could be some other connection. Canada, South Africa. The islands. So any of the island countries coming through. We have Asia on the back there, but I heard to get one more. USA. And now we have China. Okay, and all of Europe. Okay, well, a lot of people must be watching pile 2. So I'm also hearing like world traveling. Maybe this person wants to travel the world with you. Okay, let's get some numbers, letters, and signs. So we have number 6, we have 3, 12, 4, and 20. So these could be important dates, ages, life path numbers, birthdays, area code, zip code, phone number. Okay, we have Sagittarius, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, and Gemini. We have 5, 4, 4, 4. So a lot of 4s. You could be seeing, yeah, another 4. You could be seeing 4, 4, 4 a lot, or 44, a series of 4s. We have 11. We have 77. We have 5, 5, 5, 5. So yeah, and 5. So you could be seeing a lot of 4s and 5s. Look at all those 5s. Something major is changing in this connection, okay? And I feel like somebody's life is stabilizing, and that they've needed stability in order for this to work between the two of you. Yeah. Okay. And we will get some letters. A bunch just jumped in my lap. Whoa. Oh my goodness. We have an A here and we have a P. I'm hearing like AP physics or AP classes. We have a J, we have a K. Just kidding. We have a Q, I, IQ. Yeah, somebody's super smart here. We have a $sign, so money could be an issue. We have G, O, E, A, another, so that's 2 A's. We have 2 E's. We have a U, another O. We have an R. We have a fuzzy. We have an M, a P. We have an R, a Z. We have another I and another M. These could also be W's if you need a W. Okay, there's the numbers, signs, and letters. And we will be getting the animal card to close out the reading today. And we're just going to get one. So Spirit. Okay, well, there's a turtle, so this person might be moving low and slow, but we're not going to read that. We're just getting one today. Spirit likes to be cheeky whenever I say that. So we have earth signs here with the raccoon. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming through. And let's see what this card says. I do feel like this person might be hiding in the shadows. I keep hearing that, like they're watching you, but they're not letting on that they are watching you. Talented, shadowy, and in hiding. Yeah, this person could be very intelligent, very talented, very capable. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists. So someone could be an artist here to greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Yeah, so this person could have a lot of self-image issues. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I'm ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. When in balance, generous friend, exceptional artist. When out of balance, competitive, starving artist. Bring into balance, make new work. Maybe both of you need to stop giving your art away for free or something like that too. Somebody's like giving away their art for free and they need to sell it. Okay, that is your reading, pile 2. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like a personal or a Reiki healing session, my email's in the description box. If this didn't resonate, you can choose another pile or another video. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel to grow. I appreciate you spending your time with me today, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile 3. If you chose this Ace of Swords with the bow and arrow, and the Why Spell Wild Reflections Tarot with this mint green candle, tea light candle, this is going to be your reading. So what has your person come to sudden clarity or epiphany about? What aha moment has your person had? That's what we're going to get into here today with this reading. So we'll get into the tarot for that. We have the overall energy between you and your person here, and we'll get advice, messages, cards, and confirmations at the end as usual. So let's see. We have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. So you could be a Taurus, you could have Taurus moon, your person could have Taurus in their chart. This could be a connection where maybe you or your person are focusing very much on your finances right now. Or this could have been a connection where the two of you combined families or finances, something like that. We have clown, gesture of laughter, comedy, mask performer. So someone here could actually be a clown by profession. They could be a comedian. This could be a connection where there's a lot of laughter. Or this person could be kind of using humor to deflect their pain in some way. Or you or your person could use humor as a way to kind of mask your pain. And somebody could just like dress very colorfully or like bow ties and like colorful jackets, I'm hearing. We have withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. So the two of you could right now be separated from each other. There could be a feeling of loneliness here. You or your person could be single right now, or someone could just be kind of a loner. We have spirit guides, assistants, divine guidance, signs and synchronicities, guardians. So there could have been like a lot of signs and synchronicities, or could still be a lot of signs and synchronicities around this connection. Some of you are still in contact with this person and some of you are no contact, okay? I'm feeling both energies here. So maybe you feel like you were led to this person in some way by the divine. Karmic relationship, resentment, triggers, perception, intensity, letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. So this could have felt like a karmic relationship where there were a lot of lessons. There could have been resentments and triggers that came up. Maybe there was a misperception between the two of you. It could have been very intense, and then you may have had to let go. Yeah, this could have been a very fleeting connection with a lot of difficulties. Or someone is in the process of letting go of a karmic relationship at this time. We have, there's an energy between us, a vibe that can't be denied energy. So yeah, this is a very, it feels like there's a spiritual energy, but there's also just like a dynamic energy. I'm hearing like, I hear this a lot in my readings, like dynamic duo, like the two of you together are a lot of fun. There's just a vibe that you give off. I've still got a little ladybug in my windowsill that was hanging out with me from pile 2. I tried to get him to come to the video, but he doesn't want to be in the video. Visualization. So this could be somebody that you, yeah, some of you are manifesting something new here. You could have like a vision board around your career, around this relationship. I'm seeing some of you having like a vision board with all these things in it. Some of you are just manifesting this connection. It's almost like some of you are alone and you're just like, you're tired of these relationships that are cycling around, and you're asking your spirit guides for assistance. You're creating vision boards, and you're working on your money, and you're just trying to have fun. But like the truth is that you're, you know, there's still somebody that you're feeling longing for, you're attached to. So take this how it fits you. There's multiple messages coming through. Sometimes people who are very single still watch these readings about other people. So I feel like a very independent energy coming through here. But if this is about you and your person, it could be that both of you are trying to manifest a new beginning, trying to lighten up, and asking, you know, the divine, and trying to, you know, manifest or pray or visualize a solution or a healing to this. Okay, so Spirit. And by the way, all of this doesn't have to resonate. So if any of this resonates, let's get into what is Pile 3's person coming to terms with? What is their sudden clarity about this connection and about my Pile 3s? What aha moment are they having? What revelation about this connection is coming in for my Pile 3's person? Page of Wands. Okay. I'm hearing like this person cut themselves off from their passion. So it feels like this person wants to communicate with you very passionately. There's a very intense, youthful energy. Yeah, and I hear this sometimes with this card, the Lumberjack song. And then with this clown and comedian here, it could be that you, there's Monty Python, and just like I'm hearing like British humor, British comedy, but also like stand-up comedy. This person, I'm hearing like they missed the spark. There's something about you that's passionate and clever and fun, and that you bring out this youthful side in this person. And they're coming to realize, like, if there's a separation here, that they don't have that spark when you're not around. Queen of Cups. Okay, there's something about you that is just magnetic to this person. And I'm getting this like watery, fiery energy. You bring this person a lot of fun. Let's get more cards out. They're very, I'm hearing like they're enamored of you. You're very graceful, playful. What is the aha moment? That I keep hearing like that they have a soft spot in their heart for you. Okay. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups and the Devil. Okay, let me get another card out. The Four of Swords. That there's some sort of healing that they need to do. The Eight of Swords around their self-worth. So this person is realizing that you triggered their self-worth issues. You triggered something in this person, okay? Yeah, definitely. So you've triggered something in this person, and they may have walked away from you, or you may have walked away from them. There's something about turning around and like facing your true north, or facing the direction you need to go. It's almost like this person is saying, okay, well, if you have to leave, go with love. No hard feelings. Something about the ocean could be important. Shells could be important. You may have messages in my last video, or any of the videos that have this like spiral shell. Those piles could be for you. Capricorn energy with the Devil here. This person, what if they realize that maybe that they are chained to the wrong things, like that they're going after the wrong things that they need to heal. There's something about acting out of their lower nature. It's kind of been a theme in the whole video today, but this person, they realize that there's something toxic here that needs to heal, that they need some space. This is somebody who realizes they need some space in order to heal. Yeah, and they need to look at themselves. That their own insecurities, their own self-doubt, self-worth issues could have ended this friendship or this connection. The shells are coming through really strong. Someone's name could be Michelle, that's what I'm hearing, or Shelley. Six of Swords. There's something very strong here about moving on. Like, okay, go in peace. They do see that it takes two to tango. I'm hearing it takes, so this could be a dance partner, or you could be a dancer. Something about it wasn't all your fault, that it takes two of us. So there's something about both parties. There's somebody knocking on my door, you guys. Hang on, I need to pause the video for a second. I'm back, although you probably didn't notice anything. Someone came to check my filter and my furnace and my smoke detectors. And he's from Kentucky. Okay, moving on. So Kentucky could be important. Where were we? Let's see. Six of Swords and the Hermit and the Knight of Swords. So there's something about this person understanding that the two of you need space. There's definitely a lot of energy here about moving away from the connection. Just needing to calm down, needing to give space, needing to look within. So there's something here about really wanting to respect your space. Yeah. But there's something, it's kind of sad. There's like there's a feeling of like it shouldn't have ended like this, or I wish it wasn't like this, or, you know, this person still like thinks of you fondly. Yeah, maybe the two of you were mirroring some sort of insecurities or fears. But I just keep hearing this person's like, they're aware that there was some sort of toxic connection here that needs, it's like, and this is actually something about the energy that can't be denied, that this wasn't healthy, but it's, I keep hearing like it's not your fault. They do want to fix this. It's something about the, like harsh words that were spoken here that this person wishes that they had thought them through. That this seems like a very painful ending in silence between you and this person. There could have been a big fight here. Something happened, and yeah, dancers are coming through. So let's find out more. But it's like this person sort of resigned themselves to this separation. Most of you are in separation. Those of you who are not in separation, there's just been a fight. Like it's something about needing to not be impulsive, to be more gentle, more compassionate, to be careful with their words, to realize that they maybe have some unhealthy attachments or behaviors that they need to heal from. It's almost like I didn't mean for this to happen. I keep hearing that, you know? Like, I wish we could just have fun again. I wish things could be okay. Okay. So, Spirit. Okay, thank you. Commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. This person could have been in another commitment already and wasn't available to you. Or maybe you were in another commitment. There's something about like an unhealthy commitment here. Or promises that were made or broken. So the Page of Wands is like, that's like flirting, that's like hooking up, that's a very immature energy. It's passionate, it's impulsive, you know, it's even somebody who might be alone, you know, doing the thing. So I feel like this person misses you. If you were in a relationship with this person, they really miss the intimacy. They should have been more loyal to you. Maybe what they chose that pulled them away from you left them alone. Everyone's scenario is going to be a bit different here, but they realize that they didn't honor their commitment or their promises to you. Some of you, this is just a friend too. And it's like something about the relationship that they're in caused some sort of breakdown in your friendship. So take that if that fits you. Some sort of third party though, some sort of third element that came into play here that pulled the two of you apart, some external circumstances. Okay, what? Sudden clarity or realization, epiphany has pile 3. This person had about pile 3, sorry. Oh, the bubble. Yeah. That maybe they just have to walk away. There's so much like disappointment coming through this pile. Like, okay, well, you know, go in peace. I just keep hearing go in peace. if you're already married and this person is not with you, they're just letting you go. And they want you to be happy with whoever you're with, if you're in another commitment, or they are. Yeah. And some of them are just like wishing you well. There's very much like, I didn't want this to happen, but I accept this. Okay, what have they had an epiphany about? What is their sudden clarity in this connection? Yeah. Somebody may have left someone at the altar here, walked away. That's very specific, but these two energies are very similar in these cards. Some of them don't know what happened. They don't really understand, but they get that something wasn't right and that they had to let go, or you had to let go, that you had different needs. Yeah. That if they were being unclear, or if they were being confusing, or if they weren't really choosing this with you or devoting themselves to you, that caused you to walk away because like an energy wasn't enough, like fun times weren't enough for you, that you needed more. Okay, what aha moment or sudden clarity did pile 3's person have about pile 3 and the connection, please, Spirit? Longing. Yeah. Craving, aching, wanting. They feel chained to you. This person's sort of sexually obsessed with you, okay? And that could have caused some chaos here for the both of you. It caused confusion for this person. For some of you, if this is a friend who is attracted to you in some way, it caused some sort of toxic dynamic here. There's something here that needed to be unbound. They needed to let go because it felt too painful. They had to release themselves from the devil. Like, it's something like, yeah. And some of you had very intense physical intimacy with this person, but they weren't able to commit to you, or you're both in other commitments. Something like that is definitely coming through. And so they're still longing for you. And yeah, some of them really, it's like some of them are having this realization, this awareness that they don't have what you need. I just keep hearing that. Okay. This is a very somber, sort of solemn, sad pile, you guys. So this person might be masking their sadness if you are in contact with them with humor. Okay, one more card. Cloudy Judgment, illusions, imbalance, distorted. Okay, so they are coming to terms with how much they value you. Yeah, they realize how important this connection was to them, or is to them. Something they did came from a place of imbalance, a distorted perception. Okay, they realize that if you let this person go, that they were not coming from a healthy place with you. Some of them have a drug or alcohol habit here. That came through my last video as well, and they're seeking help for that, okay? But they're craving it. Maybe somebody here might have like a sex addiction or something like that too, okay? And you were like someone that ended up being hurt by their actions. Yeah, again, turbulence, tension, arguments. They are craving you a lot. This person has a lot of stress, and maybe they use you as a pressure valve for the stress, but they're using you. This person realizes that they're using you and that they have to stop, and that there needs to be distance here. Yeah, because there's something here that's very incompatible about the two of you. There's another message for some of you that this person's in a commitment that they realize that they need to leave. That they need to leave this commitment because they're just putting on a happy face, but they're miserable, okay? And that they need to show up and honor you and offer you a commitment here. But they're struggling. This is somebody who's struggling to have this. Because this is supposed to be a sudden clarity or epiphany aha moment that your person's having, and this person is still confused. They're still experiencing cloudy judgment, but it's like bubbling up to the surface that they need to let go of something in order to have a connection with you, to be close to you. And that they need to focus on being more stable, more grounded, clearing their mind of illusions and confusion. And for some of you, it's like a very unhealthy, toxic habit or behavior that came between the two of you. Okay. Anything else about the sudden clarity or aha moment that pile 3's person had about pile 3? They definitely realize what they've lost here. Past life emotion lives in you, 23. You're expressing more, it's releasing. They have repressed a lot of their emotions. If they escape their pain, there's some sort of trauma bond here. This is someone who has a really hard time moving on from the past. Number 23, someone could be 23. That number could be important. Maybe you needed to express. You may have needed to express things to this person that you kept bottled up, and they understand why it happened. Yeah. There's so many unique scenarios in this pile. I'm trying to keep it really vague because otherwise this pile won't resonate for everybody, and this is important. Sometimes my readings are super specific and I go into the details, but this needs to stay kind of broad. 16. You are bright energy. Color uplifts you. You were a bright light in this person's life. You brought so much joy, so much happiness, so much energy, so much life force. Yeah, it was a mistake. Whatever happened here was a mistake. But it feels like the mistake was this person not seeing your value. And believe in your power to manifest, number 19. Breathe your creation into existence. Yeah, there is something here about manifesting. It's like almost like the two of you have different visions or different dreams. And there's something here triggered about self-esteem, about like believing in yourself, believing in your dreams. Somebody's having trouble with breathing here too. Somebody has asthma or breathing problems. That's just very specific. So number 16 and 19, I don't know if I mentioned the numbers. You could have known this person when you were a teenager for some of you. 36, you have a sensitive antenna. Sensitive people collect the emotions of others. They realize that they absorb emotions very easily, or that you absorb emotions very easily. There's something about being more gentle with each other, having more faith, mirroring insecurities. They don't blame you. This person isn't blaming you for whatever happened here. So if there were triggers and resentment and things like that, it's like this person just wants that to lift. They want it to heal. They're sending, I feel like they're maybe sending you healing energy too. Yeah. And a part of them wishes they could rush in and fix this with you, but it's like it's too late. I'm hearing like maybe it's too late, but they don't want to give up. Yeah. There's some sort of clarity that something needs to be sorted out here. With the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, this could be like an ex-partner, or, you know, there's an age difference, or it's just about like a conflict that was just, somebody was like rushing in to try to make things right, and then somebody else just slammed the door. That kind of thing. Yeah, they just shut down. So this person may be like praying or trying to manifest communication with you for you to open up to them and work on this. Yeah, they do want to work on this. And we have Emperor energy here. So we have Aries energy with the Magician and the Emperor. And what else did we have? Virgo with Hermit. This person does want to work with you. 3 of Pentacles. This could have been a colleague, coworker, a friend, or a love interest that was in your immediate environment in some way. They want to fix this with you, but they understand if they can't. And they miss your light. They miss your energy. They miss your sense of humor. This person's sad. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Let's get you some advice. Pile 3's advice, please. Pile 3's advice, please. Pile 3's advice, please. Pile 3's advice, please. Okay. Scales of Karma, number 27. good. It's a little baby monk or Dalai Lama. We have a dove of peace here. Yeah, this person wants peace between the two of you. Cycle of disharmony, creating new traditions, unfortunate events. Yeah, this feels like, I'm hearing that movie, A Series of Unfortunate Events. This feels like a very unfortunate thing pulled you apart. This looks like an amethyst here. Someone could really love amethyst or purple. I feel like there's something about you learning from this. This was something that had to happen. Like, this was balancing the scales of karma. So this could have been some sort of karmic situation, and it was creating disharmony for you and this person, and it needed to be broken in order for there to be a healing. So the divine there's like a divine intervention here, but you guys are both being assisted by the divine. There's something about living your life in a new way, being in unhealthy habits and needing to create new traditions. I'm hearing the 12 traditions. So a lot of people have been coming through who need to get sober in my readings the last 2 videos. So something about healing, doing an inventory of their lives, aligning more with their spiritual values, acting out of a higher nature instead of a lower nature. And this is something that both of you are doing. Spirit is saying this was meant to happen so that the karmic scales could be balanced, because you were stuck in an unhealthy connection. It was draining the two of you. So it's like this was unfortunate in some way, but these unfortunate events were meant to humble you and to help you create new patterns, to change. You were both going the wrong direction and you needed to change. And 22, Lord Melchizedek. Indecision, ego-based actions, lifestyle change. Yeah, there's something about the lifestyle that the two of you had together or were perpetuating with each other that had to change. And there was like a path that maybe you were meant to go on that you were avoiding or they were avoiding in order to stay close. And you both had to go on your own paths, right? And your egos maybe were holding on to each other, or holding on to this connection, or holding on to something unhealthy, and you needed to gain clarity. So this clarity, both of you were having clarity. This was intended to happen so that the two of you could have clarity. Yeah. Okay, I hope this makes sense, you guys. One more advice card. This reading is a little bit vague because there's still layers to this aha moment that this person needs to have. They're kind of just, I'm hearing like coming to their senses. Good things to come. Maybe somebody's going to get a new car. There are so many amazing gifts coming my way. I can't see them now because I respect the general convention of not peeking under the wrapping paper. Some of you, it's going to be a surprise. It's like the divine is trying to, there's something here about the element of surprise. Like you're not supposed to know exactly what this person's aha moment is. Some of you, it's not quite this heavy. Someone's like hiding a gift from you and you're super confused because there's some sort of gift or, I don't know, a joke. Someone's playing a practical joke on you. That's really just a one-off for some of you. If that resonates, then please do. Someone might be popping the question or something and they're trying to hide that from you. So keep that in mind that there's some people in this pile where it's not quite as heavy of a message. If you're still here and you made it through that heavier message, there's something here about lightening things up and realizing it's a gift, it's a blessing in disguise, but also somebody here is just kind of trying to keep you in the dark about something big like a gift or, you know, a ring, commitment, further commitment. Or they want to let you know, like, hey, you know, you can unwrap me now. I'm a different person. I'm a new person. I've changed. But they will show up when the time is just right. And that's when I'll remember how much fun it is to be surprised. So I think things are going to change in a surprising way. Maybe it might shock you that this person goes through this change and comes back to you a new person. I wasn't looking at the back of the deck on the other piles, but I'm hearing to do that for yours. Letting go. I don't dwell on bad things that happened. I let things go because I have enough heavy things to carry around, and also grudges aren't a great look. So don't hold a grudge against this person. Yeah, something about letting this go. I feel like this was two people struggling with their own issues and them clashing and things kind of blowing up. Okay. But I don't feel like this person wishes you anything. There's no ill wishes. Yeah. Okay, let's just get you some messages cards here. And then we will get confirmations. We're going to do juicy love messages as well just before the confirmations, but I'll get the little plate out for those. We have, I abandon people to make myself feel important. So maybe this person shuts people out when they feel insecure and they can't face their ego. Maybe you mirrored each other's ego issues here. I feel empty without you. Yeah, this person misses your humor, especially, and your light. I feel like I can't give you what you need. Yeah, and they may not be able to right now. This is somebody who may need to be giving to themselves right now and healing. I pulled away because I'm overwhelmed with all the things going on in my life. Yeah, they need to give to themselves. They need to take care of themselves. Whoa. I have sexual fantasies about you. Some of you, if this is just a friend or a colleague, some of the romantic and sexual messages won't apply. You are the person of my dreams. This is the end. Yeah, I feel like this person sort of resigned themselves to the fact that, you know, at this point, this needs to be over. Especially if you have shut this person out in some way, or they just know that the two of you need to heal. And please forgive me. Yeah. Reminiscing. Yeah. And I will find my way back to you one day. So this person doesn't really want to lose this connection with you. Okay, let's get some juicy love messages cards, and then we will get confirmations. And we'll do an animal card to close out your reading today. I need to learn to control my passion. I feel so off balance with you and it scares me. And that could also be anger for some of you. I want to feel your hands all over my body. Some of them just want to hug you. Strong friend message in this pile, but also, yeah, there is a lot of passion here for those of you that this is a romantic connection. Sometimes all I can think about is our bodies intertwined. So a really strong desire to have makeup sex for some of you. I'm longing for your touch. Yeah, this person really wants to touch you. I can hardly resist you, baby. I fantasize about you more than you'll ever know. I wish we could sneak away and make love for days on end. For those of you that are in other connections, yeah, that could be the reason this fell apart. Even though we are oceans apart, I feel you right beside me. Yeah, and some of you are physically at a distance and can't be together or have never physically been together. And I am in awe of you. Yeah, this person really adores you, admires you, looks up to you. You are so hot. Okay, so confirmations. So attributes, we'll get physical characteristics. Rebel, withdrawn. Okay, what flipped over? Unique features. Melancholy. A lot of sad people in this video today. I think that one may have come out in every pile. Outdoorsy. Yeah, somebody's got lumberjack vibes here. Or like mountain climber. Strong. Yeah. Someone's a couch potato. Okay, we have talkative, contemplative, and cheerful. A lot of blue and green. You know, there's a healing happening here behind the scenes between the two of you. Yeah, very emotional. Grumpy and goth emo. Yeah, moody. There's some moody vibes here. I'm also hearing the Moody Blues. Someone might like that band. Nights in White Satin is coming through. Nights in White Satin, never reaching the end. Ooh. I'm getting the chills, so maybe go listen to that if you feel like that song resonates. We have hazel eyes, brown hair. I just heard Billie Eilish. Short hair. Average height. Someone could have straight hair, someone could be plus size, and someone could be muscular and bald. A lot of those wanted to come out. Okay, and these are physical locations, and they can be synchronicities, cultures that you find fascinating, ethnicities. You or your person could live here. North Africa, Alaska. I'm hearing that Northern Exposure TV show. Australia. Get one more. India. And on the back, we have South America. Okay. Today will be an animal card at the end, but we'll start with numbers, letters, and signs, and then we'll read an animal card to close out the reading and as an extra confirmation. So we have 4, 3, 8, 6, and 2. So these could be ages, life path numbers, birthdays, area codes, zip codes, important dates, astrological houses. There's too many circles. Get more squares. I'm trying not to look at them, but I'm also trying to get the squares. Okay, 2. Okay, that one wants to come out. All right. So we have Aquarius, Leo, Libra, Taurus, and Gemini. If you don't see your signs, it doesn't mean it's not your reading. And then we have the throat chakra. Yeah, there's something about communication that broke down in this connection. This person may really love your voice. Someone here could be a singer, performer. Yeah, they could speak for their profession. So we have a lot of angel numbers that wanted to come out. We have 22, so 222 also. We have 8888, so you could be seeing numbers in 4s. Yeah, because we have 2222 and 6666. So you could be seeing a lot of sequences of 4. You know, I almost never see sequences of 4. And the day after I did a reading that had the 7s, I got behind a license plate that was 4 7s. And I was like, what? This never happened. So it was kind of cool. So these do show up, you know, sometimes. We have an 11. We have a 222. So yeah, a lot of 2s. A lot of 2s. That could be your number. You might have messages about 2. Did I read the 999? And then a 0. Okay, and letters. I got distracted by the guy coming in to look at the things, and I've been a little bit wonky ever since, so I apologize. Why is there a random thing there? Okay. So we have K, F, C. Oh my goodness. Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's crazy because he's from Kentucky and I just said, okay, sorry guys. Okay, moving on. Sorry if I just got loud. Q, see, synchronicities happen in weird, crazy ways. So you never doubt this stuff, you know. Q, E, A, H, M, W, U, exclamation point. Yeah, this could have come to like a shocking end. If this did end, or, you know, there was an argument or something, it might have been very shocking. We have another C, we have another H, we have a T, we have a Z, P, G, M. Someone might drive a GMC, or be a general manager. We have an A, so that's 2 A's. We have a K. Coming out next to K, Alaska's coming through this video strong today. There's another pile with Alaska. We have an L, we have a Z, lazy, and we have an O. Okay, there's that. And let's get an animal card to close out the reading today. Just one spirit, no back deck either, just one animal card. I'm just gonna read one. This one. Lamb. Yeah, there's something about needing to be gentle and forgiveness coming through between the two of you. There's a very sweet energy here, actually. Okay, so we have earth signs too with the lamb, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And yeah, I just heard wolf in sheep's clothing because I saw wolf. So maybe this person is actually, I'm hearing like the opposite. Like normally they're really, really sweet, but maybe an ugly side of them came out. Peaceful, prophetic, and patient. The lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Yeah, there does need to be quiet between the two of you for a while. It's needed, is what I'm hearing. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Yes, something about this person's words or your words, both of you are kind of, the words that happen between you are echoing in each other's minds. Like you guys had a lesson for each other. Approach this gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, receive. There were some maybe harsh truths shared in this connection that caused a rupture, but were needed. When in balance, knowingness, inner peace. When out of balance, quiet, timid, and concerned. Bring into balance meditation and listening. So that is your reading, pile 3. I'll hold that up again. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. It helps my channel to grow. If this didn't resonate, you can choose another pile or another video. This is similar to the What Have They Realized About You theme, so that could apply if you need a message about what someone has come to realize. Excuse me. And yeah, I do personals and personals and Reiki healing sessions. You can email me. Yeah, I've never been interrupted in a video before and paused and like walked away. So sorry if things came back a little, my energy got a little crazy. But anyway, I do appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I wish you the best. I hope to see you again. Take care. Bye-bye, pile 3.